It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan at the table alongside Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge from the sideline. So for the Celtics, their last game, a loss to Golden State in Oakland. And they were still in that one right up to the end, guys. And before we get going, let's catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Okay, David, much appreciated. About halfway into the season, Doris, teams are already separating themselves from the pack. What are some of the elements you are looking for right now as you take a look at those top teams and trying to figure out a championship contender?
So you know that line, it's about the economy, stupid. It's about the players, right? You got to have players. You got to have stars. The contending teams always have at least 2 or 3 stars. So let's begin there. The other part is you've got to have the right role players around the stars. Think about the Draymond Greens. Think about the Kevin Loves. Guys in those positions that are in support of maybe the guys who have the ball in their hands. Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, LeBron James. There's got to be an unselfishness, a professionalism, a commitment, all the things that make championships possible on any number of levels.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Horford is out there with Tatum, and it's Baines in at the center. Here's Brown, and finally they hit one.
Well, how about Jaylen Brown showing us his touch down low, skilled at getting high percentage shots in the paint.
Passes to Lyles, and it's sent back by Horford. Now here's Tatum. He's guarded by Chandler. Tatum passes to Irving. Picked by Horford. Shoots off the step back. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Here's Murray. That one, no good. And the Celtics going the other way now. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now here's Murray. Tight defense on him. Harris outside. Back to Murray. Unloads. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Even when the D is breathing down his neck, Murray gets it done. Just an amazing shooter with an impressive stroke.
Horford sets a screen for Irving. Tatum with it. Now Chandler defending. Tatum kicks to Baines. Over in the corner, Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Nice ball movement by Boston. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And Tatum, good at shooting when he's in rhythm, measuring shots as soon as that pass touches his hands.
Harris outside. On the wing, Chandler. And Boston with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Boston.
And guys, they just got so many good looks in that one, and the defense never able to affect their offensive rhythm.
Well, I think the defense from the other team was simply porous. There's no other way to put it. So many openings, and they made them pay for it.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Murray kicks to Chandler. Again, the miss by Chandler. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Tatum dishes to Irving. There's the pick. And Chandler sends it back. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Lyles passes to Murray. Comes up empty down low.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The Nuggets trail. Pass to Jokic. And another miss by Denver.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Got a piece of it. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Yeah, you got to really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Boston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And that one falls for Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum plays with a lot of confidence. He feels like he can take on anyone and already proving to be a great leader at his age.
Jokic, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
On its way from Irving for two. Again, the Celtics good for two.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways. Boy, you think about the virtuoso ball handlers in NBA history, Kyrie Irving has got to rank at the top of that list. You know, his ability to dissect defenders, get into the lane, that is the foundation of his offensive game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throws good, Lyle. And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Well, you've got to get out on Jaylen Brown now. This is a young man who has shown great strides in improving his perimeter game.
Murray kicks to Harris. Murray with it. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Dallas.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's Irving, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Boy, Irving's so comfortable at any range. A mid-range jumper, though, that's his sweet spot.
Now here's Murray. He's covered by Irving. Off the screen. Murray, no good.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You know, that's okay, I think. Even though they missed, they still have to be happy with the shot selection.
Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Marcus Smart's checked in for Brown. The Nuggets trail by 6. Irving with the steal. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
Oh, the quick hands of Irving to help create offense for himself on the other end.
And that replay brought to us by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. One of the more exciting plays in basketball. Barton dishes to Murray. Pass to Wiles. Back to Murray. Jokic with a screen on Irving. The kick out to Barton. 6 to shoot. Buries the long-range jumper.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside Irving. And it's blocked. Barton outside. From deep. Another 3 for Denver.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
They set the pick. Irving passes to Baines. Now here's Smart. Not a lot of room. Rebound by the Nuggets. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And when you protect the rim like they did in that one, it has a tremendous impact.
Well, I don't think there's any question when you're playing that strong a defense, it's going to have an effect on your opponent. And it seemed like they were getting their hands up on the majority of shots.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
What a silky jumper from Kyrie there in the face of some pretty staunch defense. Takes a lot of pressure to throw his shot off.
Jokic sets the screen for Barton. Jokic a screen. Barton kicks to Jokic. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
From the opening tip, he's been active and working for good looks. He's been pretty accurate.
And last season, how about the jump to true stardom that Jokic was able to make? There was a stretch where every game he just looked more and more incredible. Truly gave this team, I think, a franchise player in the blink of an eye.
One shot.
And for so many fans, Greg, of Jokic, it wasn't a surprise to see his play blossom last season.
And boy, did he. Jokic is so skilled for a big man, having played point guard growing up. Still very young and looks to be a star for a long time.
Oh, Kevin, don't you love how unselfish Marcus Smart is? Sees the open man, whips the pass over in just the right amount of space.
Barton, wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Barton's got it all tied up now for Denver. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Morris with a screen on Beasley. The pass to Ojala. Celtics passing it around. Here's the screen. Right wing. Passes it to Rozier. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Rozier's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's how you answer back.
Well, you can tell that was a little give good, get good. Executed well on the offensive end, connects on the deep threat.
Pass to Craig. Latre. And again, Denver with the triple.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Smart kicks to Rozier. On the wing, Morris. And the layup falls. And the Celtics lead by 2.
An efficient score inside. Morris can beat you with a variety of moves.
Beasley, the pass to Jokic. Fires from 14. And it's off the back rim. No good. Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Morris, no good.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Jokic, no good. Boston shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And stolen by Barton. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And Barton throws it down.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Barton's gone 80% from the field. 4 of 5 shooting. Rozier kicks to Morris. Puts it up from 17. Again, the miss by Morris. Denver's gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Barton kicks to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
Good job working the in-between area.
Yeah, I think if the defense is going to give that to him, he's got to take the opportunity. He uses his size and high release point on the jumper.
Smart dishes to Morris. Puts it up from 12, and he drops that one in. Morris has got his second bucket of the night.
And the confidence of Morris, even with the hand in his face, he knows he can deliver.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving, but they already had so much depth, they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Beasley, the pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Plumlee. And Smart over to help. Shot clock at 6. Beasley for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Rozier kicks to Morris. Pass to Ogilvy. This one for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The 9-foot shot. And that one goes long. Celtics trail by 3. And the pass to Rozier. Passes to Ogilvy. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ogilvy's got himself on the board with 3 there. Martin passes to Craig. Here's Jokic. It's deflected. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. We caught up with Kyrie Irving earlier, and he talked a little bit about expectations for himself and his teammates.
We expect so much out of each other every single night, and the team is going to go as hard as we go, as well as the other pieces that we have on the team. But we have to control it from a standpoint that we have to play off each other.
Kyrie reminding us that it's not just the expectations of the fans and the media, but also, perhaps the most demanding of all, are the expectations they've got for each other.
Oh, yeah. They're constantly trying to manage expectations while still demanding the best from one another. And I got to tell you, it's fun to watch.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, getting an early boost from the bench, that's been the difference here so far.
Boy, the bench has been sensational. They've come in, run the offense, and are capitalizing on all opportunities.
Will Barton is out there with Beasley. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Craig in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Jokic with his screen on Morris. Craig. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Doors, who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You have to think historically, pound for pound in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson. They're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have the kind of athleticism that AI had early. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out, but I'm telling you, I think he gets whacked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today, and frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Well said. He hits both from the stripe.
And the Celtics leadership, very pragmatic. IT and Crowder both beloved in Boston, but they didn't hesitate to move them to get better and younger at the same time.
Brown against Beasley, and there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Denver in the lead.
And thinking about the Celtics' choice to get younger, perhaps a strategic move in response to the super team in Golden State, they want to construct their team to peak in a few years when the Warriors start to show a little chink in the armor moving forward.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
He had a nice open look right there. Brown's got the game tied up here for Boston.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Beasley dishes to Harris. And Plumlee kicks to Harris. Jokic with a screen on Brown. Off the screen. Goes back up. The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
That's a big payoff for crashing the offensive boards. Go to work.
To the inside. Up again. Jokic grabs the miss. The Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Harris outside. The Nuggets keeping it alive, a new 24.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches the finish.
Here's Brown, and it's Boston with another.
Look, Kevin, when Jaylen Brown is feeling it, I think you've got to feed him because you want his confidence to grow as that skilled scorer you hope he will be.
Now, here's Jokic. He's covered closely. And the basket by Harris. Boston's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Morris. And the 3 off target. Nuggets have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. At the tip, great positioning on the putback. Plumlee's got his first bucket in this one.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Here's Rozier. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And it's Brown missing. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Ojale. Jokic defending. Here's Rozier. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
I'll tell you, that's a graceful finish. Not just any old layup. The teardrop.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. One trend we've seen, Doris, is the shift away from one primary ball handler toward a more collective approach. Do you think that change is here to stay?
Well, it'll be interesting. I do think the NBA is very much a copycat league. So you think back to the 90s and the slowed down, grinded battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks to now the pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs play big. Is there a team that wants to reformulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ, and right now the champ is all about pace and space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Nuggets.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Now here's Murray. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pass to Lyles. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Murray. The 15-footer. Good. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
Gotta love when Murray gets into a groove. An astonishingly good score from pretty much anywhere.
And here's Irving. He's got 8. To the paint. Here's Horford. The kick out to Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving. There's the pick. The screen from Brown. The dish to Horford. Over Chandler. Horford no luck. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now here's Murray. Covered by Irving. Murray kicks to Harris. Pass to Lyles. Denver passing it around. The feed to Murray. Plumlee with a screen on Irving. For the 3, Chandler, and Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Irving passes to Brown. Picked by Horford. Brown kicks to Irving. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Denver in the lead. And here's Harris from the arc. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dishes to Horford. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Horford's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, Al Horford over the course of his career has worked really hard to be able to stretch the defense from 3. That was a beautiful stroke.
He gets that one. And that's now 6 points for Jamal Murray.
His shot's hitting on another level here in the second. I mean, it's looking effortless now.
Picked by Horford. There's a screen. Irving dishes to Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, guys, that takes vision and timing to put it on time and on target.
Denver's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Now here's Murray. Defense right on him. Chandler the pass to Murray. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Looking here at some numbers for Brown.
His last 10 games, he's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Nuggets trail by 5. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Plumlee kicks to Harris. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
And now you can see the D having problems stopping the mid-range jumper, just not really closing out as much as they need to.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, Kev, that's about all-out effort from Al Horford. He refuses to be denied.
And Doris, as great as Al Horford is as a player, he might be even a better leader.
Well, he's a pro's pro. Al Horford is a guy who entered the league with great work habits and great skill. More than anything to me, though, it's his poise and calm demeanor under pressure that gives his teammates a ton of confidence.
A free throw off from Horford.
I just like the leadership of Al Horford. This is a dominant player, but he's remarkably efficient as well.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Well, that's just stellar interior defense. You can't ask for anything more than that.
Chandler with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 5. Martin with it, now guarded by Smart. Martin dishes to Plumlee. That one good for 2.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
There's a good screen. Picked by Horford. Irving kicks to Horford. Wants to get it to Smart and does. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Smart's got his first basket.
You know, Kev, this in part is why Al Horford is seen as such a terrific leader. His willingness to pass the basketball, to play unselfishly.
Murray, good.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 10.
Those defenders just looked a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Plumlee with the screen. And stolen by Tatum. Over Murray. Offensive rebound. Horford. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You know, after not scoring a single point in the first quarter, they're still feeding him, and he's showing his appreciation.
Plumlee with the screen. Chandler outside. Second chance shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
That free throw, no good. Doris, you ended a very successful college career a few years before professional women's basketball was fully established. How much do you wish you could have had a chance to go pro and play in what is now the WNBA?
How about this, Kev? The last 10 minutes of my senior season, the last 10 minutes of my final game, I blow out my knee. Otherwise, I would have gone to either Sweden or Ireland to play professionally. But sure, of course I wish the WNBA was formed. It came 10 years after my graduation in 1987. Oh, what could have been.
Yeah. And Doris is thriving, right? I mean, there is such a following for the WNBA.
Last year's finals may be the most competitive in history. It's really grown leaps and bounds.
So fun to watch. Plumlee with the screen. Lyles passes to Chandler. Shot clock at 6. Baines with the block.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And how about the decision-making by Tatum there? I mean, fantastic at just having a feel for what the defense is going to do and then creating the space there for the jumper.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Denver. And a change for the Celtics. Morris is checked in. And Denver has possession, trailing by 10. Here's Barton. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's Smart. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And at 6'4", 220, Marcus Smart with terrific strength for a combo guard, Greg.
I mean, he can just flat out bully most guards and even hold his own against the bigs. Beyond, though, that physical stature, it's his mentality that makes him special. He's a fire breather, just the type of player the Celtics look for.
First free throw is good.
Boy, I just love how Marcus Smart plays the game of basketball. He's aggressive, he's intelligent, and he doesn't mind getting under your skin.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Ogilvy is checked in for Tatum, and Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Second free throw, no good. The Nuggets trail by 11. Beasley dishes to Murray. Martin from outside sinks the three-pointer. Martin's got 14 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Picked by Horford. Smart kicks to Morris. Now here's Smart. Martin defending. And a dunk by Horford.
How about the playmaking ability of Al Horford? Wonderful at positioning himself and capitalizing.
Murray, the pass to Barton. 41 seconds left to play here in the half. 14 feet away. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Chandler. Boston's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Smart kicks to Morris. Lets it go with a three. That's good from Horford on the assist by Morris. Horford's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Now Barton. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Beasley the screen. Just 5 on the clock. High arcing shot. And so it's the Boston Celtics holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm when we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Jaylen Brown. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
Well, Kenny knows about this. I used to do this to his team all the time. Take advantage of you down low. Mismatch, barbecue chicken alert, make good entry passes. That led to some good looks, obviously a lot of points. When you control the paint, Ernie, you control the game. I was the master of controlling the paint. Shaquille.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, the perimeter D is just too loose. I mean, there's no excuse for letting the team rain that many threes on you. And at that higher percentage, guys aren't fighting through screens. They're not staying with their shooters. They're not helping out. Just bad basketball on the defensive end. They've got to tighten it up on a high level in the second half.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Celtics leading by 11. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Celtics, Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Aaron Baines out there with Horford, and it's Tatum in at the small forward. Horford, no luck. Denver's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists in the game. Irving kicks to Baines. Picked by Horford. Baines dishes to Brown. It's stolen by Harris. Murray with it. Harris outside. Shoots over Brown. Harris missing again.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Tatum passes to Brown. He feeds it to Horford. Clock at 6. He dishes it to Irving. Over Murray. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Brown against Harris. Feeds to Murray. And the pass to Jokic. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Offensive rebound. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Here's Lyles. Denver gets it back. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut to just 5 on the basket for Murray.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Irving's got 13 points. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Harris kicks to Lyles. Back to Harris. Jokic a screen. Now here's Murray. D right on him. For 3, Harris. Harris missing again.
I'll tell you, his touch has been off all day, and now his judgment is starting to go by the wayside as well. That's a poor shot.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
So both teams making some changes here. The Nuggets trail by 8. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. They set the pick. Here's Murray. Kept alive. Lyles passes to Murray. He kicks it to Harris. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 9.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Brown outside. Here's Irving. Bank shot, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Now, here's Jokic. Defense right on him. Harris inside. Harris missing again. Celtics leading by 5. Tatum dishes to Baines. Brown outside. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving kicks to Brown. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Not how they hope to start this second half, missing 4 of their first 5 here.
Murray, no good. For Boston, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Outside Irving. Goes up to the stripe and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, obviously it's been an off night for him offensively, but give his teammates credit. They've bailed him out. He's still got time to turn it around.
Harris passes to Lyles. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Irving. Steps back and fires. And no good. Now Boston takes it the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Looking to end the drought, and he lays it up and in. Irving's got 15.
Boy, the swagger, the confidence, all on display. He is in the zone right now, Kyrie.
Denver calls timeout. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Marcus Morris comes in for Aaron Baines, and Smart subbed in for Brown. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for Boston.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Tatum kicks to Smart. Shot from 12. And that one comes up a bit short. The Nuggets trail by 7. Harris outside. Shoots from the right block. Jokic, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Harris. And then for Boston, Ojale is checked in for Tatum. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Here's the screen. Here's Rozier. He has 5. 6 to shoot. Ojale passes to Smart. Shoots over Barton. And no good as it rattles out. Nuggets shooting 41% for the game. Murray kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. Back to Barton. Fires the 3. Plumlee. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in. Plumlee's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Ojale passes to Smart. Morris outside. Pass to Ojale. There's the 3. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 5. Down low. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Morris with the ball. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nuggets shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Murray kicks to Plumlee. To the paint. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's right around 17 points a night, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. He has been at his most dynamic, no question about it, a real handful.
Let's make no mistake, one of the elite talents in the NBA and operating at the highest level right now.
Al Horford, he's checked in for the Celtics. Morris against Beasley. Back to Smart, takes the three. Good on the triple. Smart's got 8 points.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Jokic passes to Beasley. Back to Jokic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Picked by Horford. Pass to Ojale. Kicks it to Smart. And the layup is good. Smart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's taking a lot of pressure off the other players right now with how well he's shooting it.
Murray dishes to Barton. Stolen by Smart. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Count it. And now a 10-point Boston lead.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Barton kicks to Plumlee. There's the dish to Murray. And it's Beasley in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Smart passes to Morris. Here's Ojale. He's guarded by Plumlee. To the wing on the left. And again, Boston with the triple.
That three-pointer is good almost every time if he's left that wide open.
Jokic a screen. Barton outside. Now the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Jokic a screen. Murray for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 14.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
Well, both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Beasley against Morris. And there's the feed to Smart. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Nuggets third.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Smart. 12 points for him. Dishes it to Baines. They set the screen. Morris kicks to Baines. 1:04 left in the third quarter of the game. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. The Nuggets trail by 10. Murray dishes to Chandler. Beasley outside. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
It's stolen by Morris. Passes to Rozier. He feeds it to Horford. Shoots over Barton. They get it back. And the call up against Jokic. That's his first foul. Now here's Smart. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. There's the pick. Morris kicks to Horford. Here's Rozier. Lets it go with a three. It's good from long range. Rozier's got 8 points. And so it's Boston, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And meanwhile, Coach Brad Stevens talking to his team.
Hey, we're doing so many good things on offense. Keep moving it. Keep looking for it. We just have to challenge as well as we can down here.
And Brad Stevens happy with their motion. They're shot making, but still looking for more stops on D.
Yeah, I mean, it always feels like there's more you can do defensively. And that's probably the case here. They just have to keep grinding out on the floor.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. We've got Lyles, Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Wilson Chandler, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Chandler, the pass to Barton. Six on the shot clock. Chandler against Brown. Here's Lyles. Lays it up and banks it in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Smart kicks to Horford. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Denver. Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. Irving comes in for Terry Rozier. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Pick by Horford. Brown against Chandler. 5 to shoot. Here's Tatum. Boston again missing. The Nuggets trail by 13. Pass to Lyles. The tray. Here's Jokic. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Boy, he's carried his share of the load tonight, Kev. But he might need to carry even more if they're going to turn this thing around.
In the corner, Horford with it. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Celtics leading by 11. Back to Irving. The three. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yes, his handles are mesmerizing, but don't forget, Kyrie is dangerous from three as well.
Jokic with his screen on Irving to the middle. And again, Jokic. Jokic has got 20.
Perfect example of how to set a great screen. Set your feet, stand firm.
Outside Irving. Here's the screen. The screen from Brown. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one. But on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Lets a floater go. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket for Murray.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
In the corner, Horford with it. The offensive rebound. Baines. Irving for three. And again, Boston with the triple.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
There's the screen. A floater. And Irving pulls it down. Celtics leading by 13. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Horford, no luck.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
And here is Murray. Pass to Wiles. Jokic with his screen on Irving. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Off target with his three. The Celtics have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Irving dishes to Brown. Picked by Horford. Brown kicks to Irving. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 13. And here's Harris from the arc from 12 feet out. And another miss by Denver. The Celtics shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Brown outside. And stolen by Harris. Looking to end his cold spell. Chandler inside the line. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, I like that decision there. Didn't try to do too much, just kicked it out for the open jumper.
Irving kicks to Baines. Back to Irving. He dishes it to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Baines passes to Horford. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Lyles. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now Irving. Feeds to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And his ability to knock down shots from the mid-range. I mean, he just seems to roll that ball so easily off his fingertips. It looks like it's going in every time.
Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Back to Chandler. And Wilson Chandler with the slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself. He converted in a big way.
Horford dishes to Brown. He used that pick to get in close.
Love how Al Horford shares the basketball. He does whatever he can to make his teammates better.
Murray kicks to Lyles. Back to Murray. Chandler outside. Jokic sets the screen for Chandler. In the corner, Murray with it. Fires for 3. That one, no good. Great D that time from Irving. He kicks it to Brown. The dish to Horford. Brown the pass to Baines. The screen from Brown. Outside Irving. The putback, it's hauled in by Lyles. The Nuggets trail by 13. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Good, and Harris gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Wilson Chandler.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Kicks it to Baines. The pass to Tatum, out left to the wing. Horford has a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Harris dishes to Murray. Over Irving. Al Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Murray. On the wing, Irving. There's the feed to Tatum. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets trail by 17. Murray with it. Pass to Lyles. Over Horford. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got 11 rebounds in the game. Right side Irving from past the arc, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jokic a screen. Harris against Brown. 4 on the clock. Here's Chandler. Hits the front of the rim and out. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Brown kicks to Irving. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Here's Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Wide open look here for Murray. No good with the triple.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Irving kicks to Baines. Now here is Horford. Dishes to Tatum. There's a screen. Irving. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Murray kicks to Lyles over Horford, and too long on the shot.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
Well, you can see he's sputtering a bit, but he's trying to get going. I do like that he's continuing to be aggressive.
Nobody near Irving. Another miss by Irving.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Boston leading by 20. Irving passes to Brown. .137 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Horford. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting only 35% in the fourth quarter. The offense looking a little rickety.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Al Horford.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Doris, I've heard you talk often about instituting a play clock from the very beginnings of someone learning the game of basketball.
Kevin, I think this is absolutely critical to the future of the game of basketball here in the United States, because the Europeans right now, from the formative stages, from the youngest someone picks up the game of basketball, play under duress of the shot clock. And the reason that's important is you must be a three-tool player to play under duress of the shot clock, meaning you've got to be a triple threat. You've got to be able to pass it, dribble it, and shoot it. And to do that with the pressure of a shot clock leaning in on you from those earliest moments is significant. And I know I have the backing of guys like R.C. Buford and Rick Carlisle. They believe, more important than me, intelligent basketball people believe that in the United States, we must institute a shot clock from the time guys and young women pick up the game.
And here are the Nuggets now. It's an 18-point game. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's Rozier. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
You know, I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. You know, just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you next time.